I have a story here, the latest in the series by Ezekiel Kralin, which started out about the dogs, and maybe there were the dogs in here. I'm not seeing any so far, but maybe they'll show up again. What a Big Font You Have is the title of tonight's installment. Ezekiel Kralin wrote, email correspondence, May 4th to May 5th last year. Subject, disappointing reply from the ABA's Free Legal Answers Service, continued, date May 4th morning. While I am sorry we cannot directly assist, I hope some of the resources and other resources provided previously may help. End. The main problem I have with their reply is they don't clearly state on their free question page that they only handle disaster-related cases at this time. In fact, all the drop-down options seem to indicate they only deal with COVID or fire issues, though I presume this was simply a matter of sloppy presentation since the ABA is supposed to assist all low-income people. 3 other issues I have with their reply. 1, paid attorney. Even on a sliding scale, the fees are still astronomical relative to my income. What a wad of crap. 2, San Francisco Law Library. Impossible to get the answers I need, no matter how many legal tomes they throw at me. 3, the Access Center has a live chat and a live helpline to answer your queries, but they do not include personal injury cases on their list of things they can help you with. They also have an intake inquiry form online, which I've already tried, regarding best way to respond to a personal injury summons when I'm judgment-proof, but they never got back to me. Just for the heck of it, I'll try again with the same question I just posed to the ABA, a simple matter of copy and paste. There, 'tis done. Not that I expect any reply from them this time around either. Quote, law grinds the poor and rich men rule the law. Oliver Goldsmith. Read disappointing reply from the ABA's Free Legal Answers Service, date May 4th nighttime. Watson wrote, very disappointing, same old crap. I replied, huge holes in their outreach to the poor, like Swiss cheese when the holes occupy more space than the cheese itself. Assuming I'm very soon going to rocket to fame, all this dirty laundry will hang out to dry for the entire world to see via my WordPress blog. If the SF bar were smart, they'd hustle their asses pronto, all capital letters, pronto, to rectify this before that happens, and it's possible they will once my eviction attorney checks out my LARC story, wherein I bring that up. She could spread the word by sharing my letter of gratitude with others in various legal organizations, which includes the link to my LARC chapter. So, the American Bar Association's latest and final reply pretty much said, their assisting me with my first question was a mistake. This will go into my blog tonight, more than one way to skin a cat. Subject, announcing the release of my eviction fiasco chapters. To MCN announcement, MCN discussion, date May 5, morning. The following eviction fiasco chapters, number 21 in toto, split between books 5 and 6 of my Brindlekin Tales. I had to put them all on hold until the lawsuit came to an end, which it did on 19th of April, 2023. All parties involved are pseudonymous except for yours truly. The time span on these fiasco adventures runs from May through September of 2022. They are largely about other aspects of my life, but since somewhere in each piece details of my lawsuit are brought up one way or another, I had to delay their publication as it is verboten to discuss or make public any particulars of one's case until it has come to a close. Some chapters beyond the fiasco collection do bring up the lawsuit, but not in any detail. To read these chapters, just go to my WordPress Brindlekin Tales page. Once it's loaded, search for fiasco, and it will take you to that section immediately. Enjoy the true adventure. Signed, Ezekiel J. Kralin, auteur extraordinaire. Subject, what a big font you have. Date, May 5, afternoon. Said my Little Red Riding Hood to Kevin's wolf, see picture 1. Why such a large font anyway? Is this his attempt to yell at me? At any rate, I texted him, see picture 2. He hasn't texted back yet. Now get this, Watson. Barely a minute after I found his letter dropped by the foot of my door, I received this less than helpful reply from Access. Begin. Dear Ezekiel Kralin, thank you for your inquiry. The Access Center is a self-help, center that assists self-represented litigants with forms, completion, and answer procedural questions on case types that are within the menu of our services. See our flyer for the list of services and hours of operation. Your inquiry regarding the personal injury lawsuit, general civil case referenced in your inquiry, are beyond the scope of the self-help menu of services. Please contact the BASF, Bar Association of San Francisco's Lawyer Referral Service, 415-989-1616 to hire an attorney and or to see if you qualify for a low fee or free attorney. End. Idiots, the lot of them. How did they get to work? In a clown car? Signed Z.K. Holmes. Addendum. I've been putting a dog or cat sticker on my rent payment envelope for years, Watson, but when I resumed payment, slipping the envelope under the manager's door, I thought to myself, in the context of this eviction brouhaha, my continuing to attach a doggy sticker may prove to be a vexing thorn in his side, for which conclusion I decided to keep it up. By the way, April's check never showed up in my account records as having been deposited. Why didn't he return it to me instead of waiting for May's payment to do that? The only reason I can come up with is he's just addle-brained. Those clinging to life with their final breath often are. Subject. Another email to my eviction attorney, date May 5 evening. Since she's not in her office Fridays, I used Gmail's schedule option to have it posted on Monday, 9:30 a.m. Begin. Subject. Building manager refused my rent payment. This happened on Friday, May 5. He, or more likely an assistant due to his feeble condition, left this message by my door with my check for this month's rent. Google Drive link to the letter Kevin dropped at my door, though a different pic showed it right on the hallway floor, exactly how he left it, an open envelope with the check sticking out and the letter visible for anyone to read, so maybe that's why he used such a large font. What a stinker, and whoever delivered it definitely read it. See attachment, Watson. Regardless, the letter was not sealed, so anyone walking by could easily read it, especially with such a large font, and the check was right there for anyone to pick up and read as well, thus revealing what a low amount I pay. So I texted him. Google Drive link to a screenshot of the text in question. Don't know why he didn't do that for April's check, which has yet to show up on my bank account records as having been deposited in a blah blah's name. Now I have this question, which is not a civil suit query per se, but a general one about what to expect from a general denial regarding the other defendant, my landlord. But because it does have to do with my civil suit, I'll understand if you cannot answer my question, and I'll march on down to LARC's next walk-in. Because they're the only option I have left. Both the ABA and Access, via their online question page, refuse to give me an answer because it's a civil matter, while the ABA claims they only deal with disaster-related issues these days, though they don't make that clear on their website. Legal assistance for the elderly likewise doesn't deal with civil issues, nor do legal services for the disabled, and the SF Law Library does not have any material related to my situation that I can find, nor can the librarians there either. Anyway, here's my question. Exact same query I posted to the ABA and Access. Thanks once again, Magdalena, signed Ezekiel. To be continued.